Alright, so welcome to the State Hockey Centre for the qualifying final between the Adelaide Uni Blacks and the Port Adelaide Magpies. We have the Adelaide Uni Blacks wearing the predominantly black strip with white and black socks, and the Port Adelaide Magpies with the white socks and white strip. Today we're joined by Emily Grist, who's a currently Suns squad member and has been for the past 6 years, as well as a Premier League Adelaide Peas leadership group and other accolades that I can't even get off the tip of my tongue at the moment.
There's just too many to reel off, aren't there?
And you're joined also by Brodie Gleeson, Grange Royals Premier League men player, and not Territory Stinger. So this is the first time in a few years that Port Adelaide Magpies would have not won the minor premiership. When was the last time, Emily, that you've seen Port finish second at the end of the minor rounds?
For many, many years, I'd say. I think they've only lost one game in the last 4 years, and that was this year to Seacliff. So they've obviously been a very strong team for a number of years now. So this will might want to take a bit of revenge out on Adelaide Uni here by trying to get straight through to the grand final.
Some could say a dynasty, really. One game or one loss in 4 years. So
about to kick off here. Mickey Spano over the ball for Adelaide Uni.
Uni
going to the left of screen here.
Which obviously means Port going to the right of screen. Got the first attacking opportunity to Port Adelaide here, with Courtney Rudd earning the free hit just outside the circle. Looking to see a high-scoring game with both teams having quality up front and the ability to score goals. So it'll be very interested to see who scores or who draws first blood and if they can maintain the lead once they do get it. Looks to be a tactic by Adelaide Uni going by this year is to look for that long ball down the line and use their leg speed up front. As you played Uni 3 times this year, Emily, what are some of the things you'd be looking for your Port Adelaide?
Obviously they've got some extremely quick midfielders and some firepower up front with Mickey Spano, so you'd be looking to try and stop their run as early as possible. Don't let them get their heads up and break down play. And we've got Sarah Harrison streaming through the middle here for Port, as that just rolls over the baseline. So I think this game will really be fought out in the midfield, with both teams having really strong midfields. We'll go through their key players a little bit later on.
And a key for Port, what do you think Port need to do to win this game?
They've just got to try and make the most of their opportunities up front, I'd say. They're missing Carly Sims at the back, who's been a really strong defender for them. So they'll be looking to try and keep the ball up the front of the field as much as possible and make the most of their opportunities. Yeah,
Port have been going through a bit of a tough streak over the last couple of weeks, being down early in games and coming back to fight for the win. So it's it's playing on the back of their minds that they have to score early and maintain the lead, because you don't want to go down to a Uni team that can flood defensively, because they have done it in previous games when they've got the lead.
Right, so Adelaide Uni with the ball in there, attacking 25 here. Mickey Spano over the ball. And good back up there by Celeste Ford to clear that ball out. Good composure.
Adelaide Uni maintain the ball in their attacking 25. Crowded circle with Port streaming numbers defensively, trying to just clog up all the space, not allowing the Adelaide Uni players to run with the ball. Just surveying for the options, finds a ball on the baseline. Adelaide Uni crash ball into a circle, but it's picked up by Celeste Ford. He finds Leah Wellstead and Porter away here, but just can't make that final trap.
Support getting a lot of numbers behind the ball here. I think Uni will look to try and move the ball around rather than just hitting it straight through their numbers.
As we say that's 2 balls crashed straight through, so a key I think for Uni is just to really slow it down and just find those connections early, because if you do try to go long, Port, as we've seen in the first 3 minutes, is they can trap a ball. Good transfer out wide and finding a long ball down.
We've got Beck Anderson over the ball there, tries to find Courtney Rudd, but it's a turnover with Amy Hunt. Sophie Fry there, just can't make that trap. So missed, I think just the nerves getting to players now with a few missed passes, simple errors. We expect that to clear up after about 5 minutes. And again, another simple error.
there by Brooke Appleyard with Mickey Spano, long ball into the circle, but can't find a target.
So I think always the first 5 minutes of finals are usually pretty intense, and there are a couple of mistakes made. It's just a matter of not letting them cost you goals or cost you too badly. But we expect it to settle down after about 5 minutes.
I would draw on my finals experience here in Adelaide, but I don't have a whole lot, so I will be leaning on you for your expertise in these crunch situations.
Good intercept by Maddie Spano there, finds Amy Hunt, the captain. And Sarah Harrison, who's renowned for being an exceptionally good finals player, has had a couple of involvements early, as you'd expect.
And good cut off there by Celeste Ford, not allowing Kate Holland-Smith to run. She's dangerous up front when she gets going because she's just so quick.
Maddie Spano over the ball again. Finds a long ball down to Winnie Hill, who tries to cross it over but doesn't quite make the contact she'd like, so Port Adelaide with a 16.
And shout out to our umpires. We have Dylan Evans on the far side, and I'm not sure what Starkey's first name is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You have to just call him Starkey. So we have two umpires out. Both have umpired Premier League women for the majority of this year. Maddie Spano over the ball again, looking for that drag feed pass through. Picked off by Port and then re-intercepted by Adelaide Uni. Able to carry at pace, looking for an option forward, but chooses to go herself. Good reverse pressure there by Leah Wellstead to force a long corner. So Port have defended for a majority of the first 6 minutes here. Adelaide Uni just with that sustained pressure. They've got three numbers behind the ball here, so Adelaide Uni obviously very respectful.
Mickey Spano over the ball here, she's always dangerous in the circle. That'll be a corner to Uni.
But we can see Adelaide Uni putting a couple of numbers behind the ball, looking for and just preparing for the counter attack of Port Adelaide, because they are quite dangerous.
Right, so we've got Winnie Hill to inject the ball for Adelaide Uni, and then we've got Lucy Holland-Smith on the top of the circle with Maddie Spano, Amy Hunt and Mickey Spano.
Just a single battery here.
Straight out to the top. Oh. So the injector running in there for the deflection, but couldn't quite get the touch on it.
Uni quick to set up.
So we've got Port Adelaide here playing with a high striker in Jessie Sibic, so Uni will want to keep an eye on that. She's very dangerous up front. Good contest there. Unlucky there for Adelaide Uni. I think they were away there if that decision had gone their way. But Port Adelaide with the ball in their defensive half.
So good 1-2 there by Adelaide. Got Leah Wellstead running down the right. A nice tackle there by Janelle Pisani. Just to slow Port Adelaide down. But they look to build the play up.
So I think Port will want to move the ball around here. They're pretty well set up at the back. Uni have a lot of numbers behind the ball. They'll look to transfer the ball around here rather than playing through Uni's numbers.
Janelle Pisani over the ball, just surveying for options. A lot of players presenting back to the ball. And Leah just gets a touch there, knocks it over the sideline.
It'll be really interesting to see how that contest between Leah Wellstead and Lucy Holland-Smith plays out. They're two very athletic players with really good skills, so I think that'll be an intriguing contest.
So who are the players to watch this afternoon, Emily?
There are a number from both teams. So from Adelaide Uni, we'll start off with the minor premiers. They've got a number of key players, so the Holland-Smith sisters, we've got Kate and Lucy. They're both strikers / midfielders who are both really athletic and strong over the ball, and they're extremely quick, so Port Adelaide will want to watch for them. They've also got Mickey Spano, who is a current Jillaroo. She's just come back from Japan and is, I believe, the highest goal scorer for the competition. So obviously a really dangerous player there as well.
We've got Uni on the ball inside the 25, finding Amy Hunt. Great reverse pressure there by Sivic. Rolls the ball out in front, but just can't make that connection. Port Adelaide will look to reset here, hopefully find some momentum and see if they can find some attacking options of their own, as they have defended for a fair chunk of this early game. Good news for the loser of this game, when that happens, is they do play the winner of next week's final, or tomorrow's final actually, between Adelaide and Seacliff. So there is a second chance with both teams as they finish in the top two.
Got Bridget Belton over the ball here. She was the under-18 women's state captain, so she'll be looking to have a lot of involvements as well.
Just maintaining possession, looking to earn a free hit, but nothing presents. Mickey Spano gets away here, finds a reverse stick feed up the line. We've got the Holland Smith on the ball.
Good play there by Sarah Harrison just to break that play down.
So Kate takes the early free hit, tries to find Winnie in the corner, and she does. The first overhead of the game there by Lindsay Appleyard. Good intercept by Rudd. Earns a free hit, and Port get numbers up early.
So Courtney Rudd will be one that Adelaide Uni will have to watch for. She's extremely quick and dangerous in the circle. If you give her time to have a shot, she'll more often than not get it in, so they'll be wanting to watch her very closely.
Brooke Appleyard on the ball, just inside the dotted 5. So the ball must travel 5 before it enters the circle. And it looks like she has moved at 5, now trying to find an option in. Finds Leah Wellstead. Good tackle there by Janelle Pisani to earn the outlet. So both teams looking to drop numbers to reduce the space inside the circle, making it hard for the opposition to score. So a bit of back and forth there.
Adelaide and Smith over the ball here, looking to accelerate. Good carry on the reverse stick, and then finds Winnie Hill in a dangerous position.
Good tackle there by Sarah Harrison, earning the long corner for Adelaide Uni. Nikki Spanner on the ball, takes the free hit early, gets it back, eliminates one, can't eliminate the second, and Porter away. Chloe Dawes gets it up the line, earns a free hit.
Great reverse pressure from Port at the start of this game. They're not giving Uni any time over the ball, when they're used to probably having a bit more room to run and carry. So Mel Garner switches it to Celeste Ford in the middle. Finds Sarah Harrison out on the left. Good connection there from Port.
And she got Sarah Harrison back on if she can find her, and she does. And just that bouncy feed into the circle, gets a shot away, but great save there by Erin Johnson.
Best passage of play there for the game, I'd say. Looks like Port are starting to find their groove and finding those connections.
So Bridget Belton over the ball. Can't find the connection. Adelaide Uni regained possession with a 16. So now with the Port Adelaide players to watch, Emily.
So we have Leah Wellstead, who has recently been called up to the national junior squad after a really strong performance at under-21s. She's been a state player for many years and has now been promoted to a Sassy scholarship as well, so well done to Leah. And then we have Sarah Harrison, the captain for Port today. Just as we go to Adelaide Uni attacking his circle here, Mickey Spano over the ball and ends a short corner.
So as we can see, Mickey Spano is just a dangerous player up front. She's got good skills, has the ability to score. So she's, as you mentioned earlier, a player to watch, and we just see the reason there why. So who else have we got to watch for Port Adelaide women?
Yes, as I was saying before, Sarah Harrison is a AHL squad member this year and has been captain of Port for the last couple of years and is a very experienced player. We've got Brooke Appleyard out there as well, who's, again, as with all these Port players, have played in numerous grand finals, and then Courtney Rudd, as we mentioned earlier.
So we have a single battery here for Adelaide Uni with Maddie Spano at the top. They go to the L1 slip to Mickey, who just gets under the ball a bit too much there. She had time and space at that L1 variation. So it's good to see Uni go into their variations early, trying to find that first goal. Bridget Belton finds Lindsay Appleyard out wide. Tries to hit a penetrating ball but can't. Intercepted there. Mickey Spano on the ball.
Great reaction from Lindsay there to make up for that mistake.
Yeah. Straight to the circle she did. Get numbers behind. Courtney Rudd tries to find Rebecca Anderson but can't hit the connection.
So we've got Jemima Dawes over the ball here for Uni. Well set up at the back. And they should look to move it around.
Transfers on, goes to the left half. And Sarah Harrison read that, put some pressure on Kate Holland-Smith. Great
So
long
that
ball.
ball's made it through. Mickey Spano, attacking 25.
Got the one-on-one, but well defended there by Lindsay Appleyard. Just held her own, didn't panic.
Yeah, great composure by Lindsay there. It'd be easy to panic with Mickey Spano running into the circle at pace to maybe try and rush a tackle, but she's done a couple of really good tackles in the last 5 minutes.
Adelaide Uni debating that was a deliberate out, but there's only one way for that to go, so that is a tough decision to call there, and I don't want to be the umpire in that decision. Port streaming forward, just missing a connection there, but look to press it in the pocket here. So Maddie Spano on the ball. Tries to find the long ball.
This is Georgia Lee over the ball here. Number 47 for Uni, with strength. And Port Adelaide breakdown play again.
Allowing their numbers to get behind the ball and just suffocating space again. Again, we have Maddie Spano over the ball, takes a quick free hit. Looks to get into the circle. Good touch there by Leah Wellstead. And they look for the safety of the sideline just to allow them to set defensively, get their players behind the ball and get in good defensive structures.
Plenty of space on the non-ball side here if Uni choose to transfer it around. Got a couple of players deep defensively.
Both teams very respectful of the opposition's counter-attacks. We have seen the fullback staying deep.
Finds Maddie Spano again. Brooke Appleyard with the intercept.
Bridget Belton on the ball, finds Sarah Harrison, who just pushes it, and the ball will come directly back. Mickey Spano in a tight battle there with a couple of Port players. And a free hit goes to Port.
Adelaide Uni crowd not happy with that decision. And they get one going their way there. So Janelle Pisani over the ball with a sideline hit here.
Making sure she does take it closer to the sideline. Hits the ball down the line, but can't find Winnie Hill. Sideline ball for Port Adelaide. Adelaide Uni look to press it up. All three strikers surrounding the ball and all of their defensive players up in front. Lindsay Appleyard on the ball, throws an overhead. Well trapped there by Amy Hunt. She eliminates Courtney Rudd. Throws the ball in, but picked off by Brooke Appleyard. Finds Sarah Harrison, out to Courtney Rudd. Porter got the connections going. The old push and run. She's got Leah Wellstead inside, and she does find her. Starkey calls play on. Winnie Hill's got the ball now for Adelaide Uni. Throws the ball down to Mickey Spano, puts it onto her own foot, it seems. So we'll have Lindsay Appleyard over the ball here. Was recently a part of your under-18s team, if I do recall.
Last year she was,
Last year.
Yeah, she's a really strong player for us with that under-18s team. Always puts her body on the line and is a really good defender.
Well picked off by Winnie Hill, who's then reverse pressure by Courtney Rudd to earn the free hit.
Good work right there by Courtney Rudd. She finds herself in the defensive 25. She usually plays as a striker. So if she finds herself in the defensive 25, you know she's doing the work.
A lot of pressure around the ball there by Adelaide Uni. Put it on the foot and they take the ball quickly. Ball to Georgia Leahy and then cleared out by Emma Verrill. Good clearance there, finds Rebecca Anderson. She's got 2 to beat. She beats her first. Can she regain possession? Just puts that too far out in front. And as we see Sarah Harrison defensively, and as we say that, she turns the ball over. Adelaide Uni away again with a turnover with Lindsay Appleyard stepping in front to earn the free hit after the interception. So both teams playing very well defensively and forcing a lot of turnovers, you'd say, through the midfield. As you did say earlier, it will be one in the midfield. Leah Wellstead finds a ball across, trapped by Sophie Fry, and cleared out. She finds Winnie Hill, looking for that, again, long ball, but no one's home. So we've got a bit of a crowd starting to roll in this afternoon to watch the hotly contested 1v2 matchups that we have in the Premier League, with the women now at 2 o'clock and the men tonight at 6 o'clock.
Sophie Fry over the ball here. Looks to hit it long, but Celeste Ford's really well set up in that sweeper position and we'll pick that off every day. Right, Amy Hunt with the ball here from the turnover. The space to move.
Again, just struggling to find those connections going forward. Both teams shutting each other down defensively.
There's probably some uncharacteristic mistakes creeping in from some of these key players. Maybe it's either the pressure the opposition's putting on or the fact that it's a final being played in a pretty important game. So Adelaide Uni switch the ball to the open side.
Looking for that searching ball forward, but again, just not being able to find those connections for those long balls. The team should look to shorten it up soon, just to keep the connections.
As we say that, the long ball comes off and Sarah Harrison tracks dangerously towards the attacking 25.
Eliminates
finds Jessie
2.
Sivich. And good save by Erin Johnson there, who's had a fantastic year this year.
It's a commentator's curse. When we say something, it goes against us. So talking about the long balls not paying off and then Port finding one. Sarah Harrison over the ball for a long corner, and then gives it off to Celeste Ford. She's got players streaming towards her, look for the touch in. They find it. Adelaide Uni set defensively, intercept the ball. We've just got some back and forth.
There from Celeste to find Jessie Sivich free in the attacking 25. And we're done by Maddie Spano. intercepts the ball there and clears it out wide, allows Uni to reset. So I don't know if it's a set play from Port Adelaide here, but they have no strikers in the circle, even though it's in their attacking half. Now we've got one creeping in. And in the previous play as well, they had a couple of interchanges.
So Leah Wellstead's now got into the circle, and generally you'd say she's a midfielder, and Courtney Rudd's posted back. So we're seeing some fluid movement throughout their lines. Intercept there. Adelaide streaming forward.
Holland Smith's link up there, and Lindsay Appleyard has been fantastic in the game so far today.
Amy Hunt with the intercept. Finds Lucy. Lucy chooses to eliminate. Good pressure there by Port, forces her backwards to Sophie Fry. She's got a lot of time on the ball, looks to switch, but Port just keeping the ball to the one side, forcing her to tom along. But it looks to pay off for Uni. But then Port just remain composed back there, not giving away cheap free hits. Staying in the contest at all times. Sophie Fry with the ball inside the attacking 25. Looks to transfer back. Got plenty of time on their hands here. Uni. Go the long ball. Intercepted there by Port. Sarah Harrison over the ball. Earns a free hit. Celeste Ford over the ball. Finds Bridget Belton at left half. Looks for the searching ball, but just doesn't get the connection she needed. There's a lot of space in the pockets for Port when they do go forward, so we will see them throw those longer balls down there now. So Madeline Span over the ball.
Jessie Sivic with the intercept there and finds Leah Wellstead. Only got a couple to beat and manages to keep that one in.
Finds Sarah Harrison.
Mickey Spano with great reverse pressure and then can carry the ball out of defence. Open sides on here if she gets her eyes up.
So Amy Hunt's in the middle, completely open, but chooses to go long. And then again, Celeste Ford just showing that composure in the midfield role. Gets it, gives it back. Amy Hunt with a great tackle there. Mickey spun over the ball, back to Amy Hunt. Good roll out. Sarah Harrison with that defensive work rate again, just intercepting the ball, finding Leah Wellstead going forward. Port have numbers away, find Chloe Dawes. 2-on-1 in the circle here. She looks to shift it across, but good defensive work by Adelaide Uni there. In a 1-on-2 situation, she held her own, stopped the defensive pass, and forced the striker into a decision she wasn't comfortable with.
So with about 8 minutes left on the clock, it seems to me like Port have Courtney Rudd over the ball here. That'll be dangerous.
First save good there, gets it back to Courtney Rudd, who just can't control it in that congested circle. A relieving ball there, but it'll come straight back as they didn't get a connection. Bridget Belton with the ball streaming forward. Again, throwing the ball into the pockets, just unable to connect. The long corner off Adelaide Uni.
Yeah, so I've got a little bit of a break here. It seems to me like Port are starting to get on top of them a little bit, looking a little bit more dangerous going forward, and seem to have that free-flying hockey back in their game.
With a searching ball inside the circle, pouncing, but just giving away the free hit there. Adelaide Uni looked to take it quickly, but Port have just set well defensively, forcing it out, letting them get back with numbers.
Maddie Spano with the raised hit there, hits Jessie Sivic in the leg. On a day like today, that's got to hurt. Celeste Ford in the middle of the field here. Finds Courtney Rudd out wide with a great receive, cuts back into the middle and Jesse Sibic over the ball.
Good tackle. Just a third man was the call there. Port blocking each other, or blocking the Adelaide Uni player from getting to the ball. So Port not allowing a lot of midfield space, really congesting them. Adelaide Uni do work it out very well with the Holland Smiths linking up well. Leah Wellstead applying as much pressure as she can, but whether we see Lucy with her pace.
And that umpires called that obstruction, which I think is a fair call. The tackler's got to be able to make a tackle on that. Yeah, the defender's got to be able to actually make a play on the ball there while she's carrying in a strong position. You can't carry it in a place where the defender isn't able to make a tackle.
So we've got a free hit for Adelaide Uni inside the attacking 25 for its to raised ball on the outlet. Got Lizzie Holland-Smith on the ball. Finds Maddie Spano out wide, looks to attack the baseline, finds her sister in Mickey Spano, who earns a short corner. Not sure what happened there. So again, we've got Adelaide Uni with their single battery. So they've got a slip to the left and to the right with Mickey Spano at the left and Amy Hunt at the right. It'd be interesting to see if they look for a back post deflection with the extra numbers. And Mickey Spano with a high flick to the left side. Well saved by Emma Verrill.
Great save there by Emma with the stick.
So again, Port with all but one player behind the ball.
Amy with the quick free finds Lucy Holland-Smith, who injects into the circle. Maddie with the overlap. Great save by Emma Verrill again.
The captains go at it there with Amy Hunt coming out on top on that occasion. Leah Wellstead's got forward. She's got Janelle Pisani with the tackling pressure. Leah manages to beat her. Earns a free hit.
Great strength on the ball there by Leah.
Bukapiard steps up to take the quick free hits, but told to go back a few metres.
Well, that's a short corner.
So you always got to protect your feet in those situations with those chaos balls coming in.
Don't know if that's exactly what Port were planning, but it's managed to pay off for them.
So it'll be interesting to see what Port do with the first short corner of the game for them. We've got Uni setting up with a single battery. And we'll see if Port mimic that single or if they go to the double battery.
So Carly Sims, who's a pretty big omission from this game, is a potent goal scorer from short corners, so we'll see if Port have had to change a couple of their variations.
So we've got a double battery with Courtney Rudd on battery 1 and
Lindsay Appleyard
on battery 2. Injection to battery 1, looking for the straight hit, and Courtney Rudd finds the back of the goals with that one. So she looks to just go over the goalkeeper's arm in that situation. So a really great hit there by Courtney Rudd to find the backboard. 2 minutes to go in the first half. We have Port Adelaide up 1-0. The Port talk is just picked up in that last minute. Winnie Hill with the ball. Not given 5. So the crowd are appealing for the not being given 5 there.
At half time I might get a rule book sent off to the Adelaide Uni crowd.
Very vocal, that crowd.
Appleyard with the overhead there. There we go, Uni got on their way, can't complain about that one. And Janelle Pisani over the ball.
Looks long. And just cleaned up at the back there by Sarah Harrison. Finds Courtney Rudd, put under immense pressure early. Lucy earns a free hit. Mickey Spano on the ball, takes a quick free hit. Port Adelaide are not 5, but Courtney Rudd was. Courtney Rudd versus Mickey Spano, that would have been a battle throughout their careers.
Yeah, 2 players that have played a lot of underage state together, and Port will look to probably slow it down here with less than a minute to go. There's a turnover there. Janelle Pisani over the ball, and Jessie Sibic good intercept there just to knock it over the sideline.
Long ball there by Adelaide Uni, but Winnie Hills can't make the trap. So 30 seconds. Port looking just to run the clock down to go into half-time with the 1-0 lead.
Lindsay Appleyard in no rush to get that ball back, which is smart play. And Melissa Garner over the ball, just look to keep possession, I'd say. 20 seconds to go.
And they've gone long instead. Again, going against our recommendations. Amy Hunt on the ball. Miss Sibic just giving away the free hit there. Hunt will look long to enter the circle. And she does. With both Adelaide Uni players, it's a bit of miscommunication. So going into half-time, we have Port leading Adelaide Uni 1-0 through a Courtney Rudd short corner. So welcome back to the State Hockey Centre, where we have the Premier League qualifying final between Port Adelaide Magpies and Adelaide Uni Blacks. Port Adelaide lead 1-0 through a first half short corner hit by Courtney Rudd. I think their first and only short corner of the game, so pretty efficient going forward with Port Adelaide. Again, I'm joined by Emily Grist, Adelaide P's leadership group, as well as a 20-time state player, if I have this correct.
Alright, Jessie Sibic pushing the ball back to Brooke Appleyard. And Amy Hunt with an interception to begin with.
So sticks clash, but umpire calls play on. Brooke Appleyard with interception. Looks to get the ball forward.
Jessie Sibic with some room to move here. Channel down into the wide corner.
Gets a free hit.
So a pretty even first half, with the teams only separated by that 1 goal. From the short corner towards the end. Ooh. And good little touch there by Chloe Dawes across the face.
So
yeah, pretty close first half.
Early on, Adelaide Uni had a majority of the possession and attacking options, and then Port worked their way into the game, which we said they would.
So if you were the coach of the Adelaide Uni team, Brodie, what would you have said to them at halftime?
So I'd focus on keeping the ball short and trying to find our connections. So they've looked long early, and then Port's sweeper, who's Celeste Ford or Sarah Harrison, whoever it has been, has just stepped in front and picked the ball up. So I try to say, just keep it short, let's get the ball to the open side and find it. Just those simple, easy connections. And if you were Port, Emily, what would you be saying to your girls? Port Adelaide turn the ball over there, coming out of defence, but Appleyard makes up for it. Eliminates 2, earns a free hit.
Yeah, so if I were the Port coach, I'd be really happy with their defensive work rate. They haven't allowed Uni to use their strength, which is their speed and their skill. They've broken down play really quickly, so I'd keep that up. And then probably just keeping it short again a little bit. So finding those connections that they managed to do pretty well throughout that first half, but there are times when they went away from it, so just looking to be a bit more consistent with those small games.
We have Maddie Spano over the ball with that wristed pass down front, trying to look for her sister Mickey Spano, just can't find the connection. And Port will look to reset, setting their structures. Sarah Harrison's having a discussion with her coach on the sideline there. Richard Belton over the ball, just transferring across to Lindsay Appleyard. He looks long with a hit, but just gets underneath it. Sophie Fry on the ball. Looks for the direct ball into the circle, picked off by Celeste Ford. Gives it back to Sophie Fry. Ball inside the circle. Free hit given outside for the first one. Quick free hit taken. Ball popped into the circle, swinging sticks. The Port Adelaide come out with the free hit. So you've got to make sure you got contact with the ball there, so you can't just hit the defender's stick.
So Adelaide Uni well set up here with the press, but Lindsay Appleyard finds that pass out wide to Mel Garner, who finds Courtney right up the line. Good play there by Port to get out of that pretty strong press there by Uni.
And again, Port just Uni getting numbers behind the ball. Looking to split early. One-on-one battle. Kate Holland-Smith. She's got the ball entering the circle. Lindsay Appleyard gives away the free hit just outside the circle.
Probably a good result there for Port, with Kate having a fair bit of pace going forward. Was unlucky not to find herself in the circle there.
Amy Hunt over the ball. Looking for options, looking for the one touch inside the circle.
Finds Jamie Logan on the outside of the circle.
Mickey Spanner on the ball on the baseline. Tries to find a foot. And Port just clear there. It's into the sideline, into the pockets. So a dangerous spot there for Adelaide Uni. Getting the ball to Mickey Spanner on the baseline. Very creative, very dangerous up front. Kate Holland-Smith hits the ball, comes off Sivic's stick into her own face. She looks like she's alright. She already had one hit to the knee. And Adelaide Uni just missed connection there. Port Adelaide will look to reset.
So Uni with another really aggressive press here. Port Fund just missed that pass to Brooke Appleyard in the middle there. Sophie Fry looking for options. Elects to go with the lifted ball down the line, but intercepted by Leah. Good connection there from Port.
And then just a missed pass.
That's the right idea though from Port. Get the ball going to that non-ball side and they'll find themselves in a heap of space.
So Maddie Spano finds Mickey Spano on the edge of the circle. She maintains possession. Sarah Harrison picks the ball up. Earns a free hit. Bridget Belton with a long ball down the line, intercepted by Madeline Spano. Again with the ball of her own, long corner.
So Uni dominating play at the beginning of this second half. Spent the majority of the time in their attacking half. They'll look to try and get some more outcomes as they go forward here. Dominated possession, but not really getting much reward for it at the moment. Mickey Spano with that lifted ball in, intercepted by Brooke, and Amy with the follow-up.
Amy Hunt over the ball. Elects to play on, enters the circle, tries a backstick slide. Well defended there by Brooke Appleyard. Very patient, protected her feet, just popped the ball onto Amy Hunt's foot.
Good confidence there by Amy to take off and try and create something on the edge of the circle. And almost got away with it as well, so well done to Amy. Lindsay Appleyard scanning over the ball. And
Great.
Good pressure there by Kate Holland-Smith, I think that was, to just cause that turnover.
Kate Holland-Smith finds Maddie Spano, looks for the 1-2. Well intercepted by Celeste Ford. Good reverse pressure by Kate Holland-Smith. Fires the ball across. Sophie Fry tries to get there, just doesn't have the speed to get there. Adelaide Uni maintain possession. Port electing to have a high striker to force Adelaide Uni to be accountable defensively. So if Port can get a quick play of the ball, they do have a high striker. Another lifted ball out of defence there.
Lucy Holland-Smith here, deep in her forward pocket. Manages to find that outlet pass to Sophie Fry, who's got time over the ball.
Lex take all the way back. Gets it back. Good intercept by Sarah Harrison. We have a 3-on-2 situation here. Finds Courtney Rudd. 2-on-1 situation. She's got Rebecca Anderson. She finds her. 1-2 around the goalie. One of the easiest goals you'll score.
Great play there by Port. Just using their teammates, finding the open space. And that's that high striker coming into play, as you mentioned before, just causing the uni defenders to stretch out. Really good play there from Port.
Good connections all over the field there with the intercept by Sarah Harrison. Then just simple passes, 1-2s, working the ball forward. So that's Courtney Rudd with their second goal of the day. Kay Holland-Smith here with off the restart. And Lindsay Appleyard just knocks the ball over the sideline. So 26 minutes to go. Mickey Spano fires a ball in, got a ball on the spot. Reverse stick shot, it's the goalkeeper. Uni with it. Uni unable to find the back of the net there. Really good keeping there by Emma Verrill. So we have 26 minutes to go. Port lead 2-0.
So despite Uni probably dominating most of this half, Port have managed to score a goal, putting it at 2 goals.
So Port in no rush here to outlet the ball. Just taking their time. Lindsay Appleyard over the ball. Finds Sarah Harrison. Looks infield. Has numbers streaming forward. Finds Leah Wellstead out wide. She'll enter through the baseline. Good tackle there by Madeline Spano.
So that's a couple of times now Port have looked to split the field open by going to that non-ball side, and as we said before, it just creates so much space with defenders getting caught on the ball side. Appleyard slips it to Rudd. Funds back out to Garner.
Miss hit. Lucy Holland-Smith's away with Sarah Harrison chasing. Burns her on the outside. Great speed shown here. Enters through the baseline, gets into the circle and earns a long corner.
Great run there by Lucy Holland-Smith, demonstrating her speed and physicality. Took the ball from about defensive half all the way up into their attacking half, so well done. Amy Hunt self-plays on the edge of the 25. Looks to hit the ball in, but it'll be a 16 to Port Adelaide.
Again, Port in no rush to outlet the ball now that they've got the 2-goal lead. Celeste Ford over the ball, hits it long, intercepted by Adelaide Uni. Lady Spano tries to find Mickey, but unable to. Sarah Harrison just clears the ball, allows Port Adelaide to reset. Pisani down the line, finds Winnie Hill, tries to carry the baseline, ball across to Mickey Spano, off her body.
Mickey getting into some really dangerous positions here. She's looking ominous.
Again, Port finding the open side. Well picked off by Maddie Spano. Elects to eliminate, but can't find it. Sarah Harrison picks the ball off, earns a free hit. So big names starting to have a bit more of an impact in this, with Mickey Spano having more of an impact going forward and Sarah Harrison controlling the midfield for Port Adelaide.
Uni with lots of numbers around the ball here. Jessie Sibic elects to self-play it, but that doesn't travel far before it enters the circle, so it'll be a Uni ball coming out.
finally have the ball back on the field. So good connections by the Holland Smiths. Lucy in the ball, dangerous space in the middle. Good reverse pressure by Sarah Harrison. Again, the Holland Smiths link up. Kate tries to find Winnie Hill in the pocket, but well intercepted by Bridget Belton. Long ball finds Chloe Dawes, just unable to make the trap on the reverse stick. So 21 minutes to go. Adelaide Uni down by 2. What would be your recommendations, Emily?
So far this half, I think they've actually created enough opportunities and are probably unlucky not to either earn a few more corners or have a few more shots on goal. So I wouldn't change anything just yet. 20 minutes is a long time.
It is indeed.
Lucy Holland Smith with lots of involvements in the last couple of minutes. She's starting to step up. But Sarah Harrison marking her very tightly, showing just how good her defensive work rate is.
So straight to the sweeper for Port Adelaide. A good reverse pressure by Kate Holland Smith to put that onto the foot. Find the long ball into the pocket, looking for Winnie Hill. Bridget Belton comes out on top of that battle, finds Sarah Harrison.
So that one's gone over the sidelines. That'll be a Port Adelaide ball with a 16.
We have another Port Adelaide structure change, so they've lost their high striker now. Mickey Spano in dangerous place, good reverse pressure. Good composure by the Port defence there. Didn't panic even though they were outnumbered. And now they're reaping the rewards. They're away through Leah Wellstead. Intercepted by Adelaide Uni. They've got their own connections going forward. A lot of space on the open side if they can find it. Good work rate there by Courtney Rudd.
Great reverse pressure there by Courtney. She was that last attacker in the chain and then chased back to cause that turnover.
So Port move the ball quickly. They've got a lot of space on the open side.
So Lindsay Appleyard finds Sarah Harrison, who's got a bit of time despite the mistrap, and cuts in through the middle.
Again, maintains possession, eliminates. Strong on the ball. Finds Brooke Appleyard streaming forward. Wellstead, so the big names. Appleyard again. So the big names connecting for Port Adelaide with Maddie Spano there, just putting a bit of disruptive pressure.
So long corner here for Port. And Lucy Holland Smith with the interception, well done, and a 3D skill over the sideline.
We've got a 3-on-3. If she can keep the numbers going forward, finds Mickey Spano.
Good pressure there by Port just to keep him on the sideline.
Good pressure by Mickey Spano, forces turnover. Amy Hunt with a long ball. Ooh. Misses by a couple of millimetres there.
Still plenty of time here for Uni. The margin's only 2 goals. And Uni regain possession here. So Port struggling to outlet the ball at this particular stage. Uni causing a few turnovers with their pressure. Uni transfer the ball around and find Kate Holland Smith in the middle. He looks to take Chloe Dawes on. Two under-21 teammates battling it out.
Kate on the ball again. Sarah Harrison now eliminates Maddie Spano. She's got Courtney right inside. Just puts it too far out in front for Courtney. Rod.
Maddie Spano with the long ball, and Mickey with a pretty difficult attempt there at a trap. Gets a stick on it, but it just rolls over the baseline, so 16 for Port.
So Brooke Appleyard calling for Port players to present back to the ball.
And Port again struggling to outlet. Uni causing a turnover. And Port Adelaide with the free there. Jessie Sibic playing a high strike here. Appleyard looks to find her.
So Port keep possession of the ball. It appears to have come off an Adelaide Uni stick. So the cloud's starting to roll over.
That'll be a long corner to Port there. So Mel Garner over the ball. Port have thrown quite a few defenders behind the ball here, just looking to steady it up. And Sarah Harrison again presenting through the midfield and earning a free.
We just see that Adelaide Uni pressure, forcing Port just to make a mistake in the attacking 25.
So Port looking to really aggressively press the ball here. Want to keep it in their attacking 25 if they can. Maddie with a chip ball, which will be dangerous. So that'll be for Adelaide regain possession. Well stood over the ball, and Kate Holland-Smith, who's had a great second half, takes off.
She's got Amy Hunt in the middle if she can find her. Eliminates, earns a free hit. So just strength on the ball there by Kate Holland-Smith.
Maddie spun over the ball, she's managed to pass that backwards, and Jessie Sibic with the, would you call it an intercept? I don't know.
I'm not sure what you'd call that one.
But Maddie with the work rate and Uni with the defensive cover to make up for that little mistake there. At least they're new things. 13 minutes to go, you've probably got to start taking some risks, so that's fine.
So she doesn't go for the overhead again. She tries to keep that ball flat this time. Amy Hunt with some good work rate defensively.
Lindsay Appleyard playing in front, finding her sister in Brooke. And well done by Amy Hunt.
Again, just with that defensive work rate, finds the ball forward. But just to the left of Winnie Hill.
So I still don't think Adelaide Uni need to be panicking just yet. I think they're trying to play it a little bit long when they get the ball through the midfield. They can probably just shorten it up and try and get some more better attacking outcomes. But Maddie Spano intercepts there, has a bit of space to move. And that'll be a free hit to Uni just outside the 25.
So this is a really good position for Adelaide Uni to have the ball, because you can go directly into the circle. So this is where you look for those chaos balls. Bouncy feeds, long balls into the circle, back post options. Exactly what we have, but well defended by Port. Happy just to knock the ball out and reset.
Jessie Sibic putting the pressure on there, and strong contest there, which Jessie Sibic wins against Spano, and now Rebecca Anderson has a bit of space.
Tries to find Courtney right on the top of the circle. Well intercepted by Pisani. But Rebecca Anderson showing some hustle, earns the ball back. Ooh.
So Brooke Appiah with the ball outside the 25 will look to work it around and just misses that connection there.
So both teams have looked direct quite often this game. I'm not sure if that's a tactical thing or if it's just finals pressure, but we haven't seen a whole lot of short connections that we have seen throughout this year with these teams.
When they do play it short, it tends to come off and they get some good attacking outcomes.
Well, just like we saw with Courtney Rudd's second goal. Just simple, short, sharp connections.
It's easy sitting up here though.
It is.
And there we go, good play by Adelaide Uni. Find that free player through the middle. Find Sophie Fry up front, but Bridget Belton right there with her and manages to earn the free.
So Sophie Fry going from defender to attacker. So Adelaide Uni looking to change their structures up to find something else, find something different.
Court looking to maintain possession here. Lindsay Appiah gets the ball and finds her right defender in Mel Garner. He finds Jess Sibic with a good posting up lead. And you can see automatically as soon as Uni get the ball, they're swamped by a couple of Port players.
So Lucy Holland-Smith looking to earn the sideline ball, takes it early, finds Winnie Hill, who goes direct to the top of the circle, finds Sophie Fry. Emma Verrill just clears the ball wide there, not taking any risks. So 10 minutes to go here in the qualifying final between Port Adelaide and Adelaide Uni.
So Maddie Spano with a strong tackle there and manages to find Appiah, who's well set up, but it rebounds off her stick and finds Amy Hunt. Some good skill.
Oh.
And Spano with a great deflection there. Just goes wide.
So a little deft touch there, but unfortunately can't find the back of the goals. Port in no rush to work this one out.
So Adelaide played out wide to Lindsay Appiah. And just forces that one over the sideline. Lucy Holland-Smith takes it quickly. And Celeste Ford again well set up as that sweeper, but turns it over in a dangerous position. That's Jamie Logan over the ball.
She's got numbers wide and she does. So it'll be a free hit to Adelaide Uni just outside the 25. It appears Amy Hunt will be on the ball. Again, look for that direct ball in for a deflection. She finds Mickey Spano. Good back foot squeeze there by Mickey Spano. Scores 2-1 to Port Adelaide.
To make for a very interesting last 9 minutes with only one goal the difference. We said Mickey Spano is looking ominous and she's managed to put away a really good goal there.
So creating a lot of space in a not very big area there, so really well done off the back foot squeeze by Mickey Spano.
And Jessie Sibic with a quick self-play. But Uni get a lot of numbers around the ball and manage to win it back. So Maddie Spano over the ball here. Plays it out to her left to Janelle Pisani, who fires it back to move the ball around and finds Kate Holland-Smith in the midfield with a great little weighted pass down the line. So Kate Holland-Smith takes off, attacks the 25. And that'll just be a free hit taken again in the attacking 25 for Adelaide Uni.
So outside the 25.
Outside the 25. Spano self-plays. A bit of a stick clash there from Port. And the umpire's very specific about where he wants the ball to be played from.
Kay Holland-Smith hits it into the circle, deflected out by Port. So we have a long corner with 7 minutes to go. The ball just inside the attacking 25 for Adelaide Uni. They've had a majority of the play for this second half, with a couple of against the grain runs by Port Adelaide.
So if you're Lindsay Appleyard here, you'd be marking Spano very tightly, I'd say. And Winnie Hill, good strength over the ball, but dispossessed by Mel Garner.
Celeste Ford earns a free hit.
And Port will be in absolutely no rush to take this. In fact, Uni having to knock the ball back to them. Mel Garner plays it to Appleyard, good connection there with Wellstead. And Porter out there, great play.
Good reverse pressure by Adelaide Uni though, so Mickey Spano, the striker, coming back to intercept that. Port have numbers around the ball. And Janelle Pisani just in front finds Kate Holland-Smith, who look to accelerate, but again, good reverse pressure by Courtney Rudd.
And there we go, Port with their small game connections. Play it to the open side. Simbic has a bit of room to move here. Plays it forward.
And Uni are out here. They've got numbers to the open side if they look to the left.
Good play there by Jamie Logan.
We've got a 2-on-1. Mickey Spano tries to feed it back to Winnie Hill, gets it herself. Good pressure into the circle, but just finds a foot there. So well done by Brooke Appleyard. Just composure in the defensive circle again.
So Port looking to play it wide here, taking no risks. Finds Belton out on the right-hand side, but turns it over to Lucy Holland-Smith.
She's got space here. She'll reach the circle. She's got Mickey Spano on the 90. Finds her. Looking for that back foot squeeze again. Good defensive pressure. Good save by the goalie. And Port under a lot of pressure here, but find the sideline.
So an almost the identical shot. Beryl read that one probably a little bit better and managed to get her pads to it.
So Adelaide Uni putting just that extra pressure on now with the game in the balance, 2-1. Kay Holland-Smith on the ball.
She's had a fantastic second half, Kate. She's had a really big influence in the game. Amy Hunt over the ball.
Spins out of trouble, looks into the circle, picked off by Port. Great ball out wide, finding Maddie Spano. Tries to pop the ball into space, but just pops it too far, is what the umpire's saying there. Finds Rebecca Anderson. She's got 2 to beat.
She's going to have to just maintain possession here.
She does a
great play. Great through ball to Jessie Sibic, who's got a one-on-one with the keeper. Pisani comes back. And no whistle there. Anderson over the ball. And that'll be an Adelaide Uni free.
Taking the ball quickly, Adelaide Uni. Oh, Sarah Harrison has been in the wars tonight. That's the second one she's copped to the head.
She's a tough customer though. That won't worry her at all if they manage to get through this game.
So the winner goes straight through to the grand final, with the loser of this match playing the winner of the elimination final tomorrow. I would ask your opinions on that, but as you're featuring in that game, it'll be a bit of a one-sided answer, I think. So Port looking to keep the ball down this end, so a full press here.
Spano over the ball.
Adelaide Uni should, and they do now, employ the high striker. So if they do get the ball forward quickly.
So Courtney Rudd putting pressure on, but doesn't manage to get the free. And Spano over the ball again. It's picked up a little bit this last couple of minutes. Finds Lucy Holland-Smith.
She's got time and space. She cuts infield. She's got Amy Hunt with her. Finds her sister and Kate, and there we find Amy Hunt eliminating through the guts, and we've got a card here. Green card to Courtney Rudd. So 2 minutes 22 to go, so she won't be back on until the last 22 seconds of the game. Long ball into circle, but no touch-ins.
Not sure how the umpires managed to get a card out of that one. Waiting for the last 3 minutes of the game to give one. Bridget belting over the ball.
In no rush. Just with that weighted ball. Comes off an Adelaide Uni foot. Mel Garner with the position. Amy Hunt just defensively working very hard today.
Sarah Harrison with a quick free hit. Cuts through the middle of the field, and Leah Wellstead working extremely hard up forward. Jessie Sibic finds the ball.
Adelaide Uni with the extra number for the last 2 minutes of the game.
So Port Adelaide will be in absolutely no rush to get this ball here with 1:30 on the clock.
So it'll be interesting to see what Uni do with the extra number. They don't look to have anyone high at the moment, but 1:22 you would look to start sending someone high. Port have 3 numbers behind the ball as well.
And that'll be a Uni with a couple of lifted balls in this game.
That will sting. So last minute, Liz Helen Smith over the ball. Chooses to eliminate.
Sarah Harrison again getting in the way there and just breaking play down. Less than a minute to go on the clock. Janelle Pisani over the ball, fires it long, and Sarah Harrison again finding herself in the right place at the right time.
You did mention at the start of this game she is a finals player, so look for her to step up and rally the troops for the last 40 seconds. And Uni, if they want to draw, they need to get the ball back here. 34 seconds. Port will run down the clock. Look to earn a free hit here. Dylan Evans has called that as deliberate.
20 seconds to go. It'll have to be a long ball here.
So look for the direct ball here by Maddie Spano. So last 10 seconds, and she just skies that one. Carolyn Smith, Brooke Appleyard with great desperation to win the ball.
And that'll do it, I'd say. And Port Adelaide have made it through.
So Port Adelaide have won the previous 5 grand finals, as well as 15 in total throughout their...
Probably the last 15 years, I'd say. Yeah, so this will be, number 16 in a row. So that is a tremendous effort from Port Adelaide, who have come from second position on the ladder. Close games with Uni throughout the year, but have managed to make it through to the grand final again. So well done to Port.
Yeah, so Adelaide Uni still have another chance to make the big dance next week. So they'll play the winner of tomorrow's match between Seacliff Tigers and the Adelaide Peas.